Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
All right, how's everybody doing on this sunny Monday morning? I would have had the MAGA hat, but somebody destroyed it on me. It's nowhere to be found. So I got the next best thing, because you can't be a Democrat and rock the red, white, and blue anymore. You can't say you can't rock something that indicates you're a proud American, and it's safe to assume you're a Democrat. So one Republican thing or another. So Old Glory is strictly a Republican thing now, and so be it. Shouldn't be, but it is what it is, because the Democrats are so anti-American now, which is a damn shame. We should not. There should be not any kind of moves to make this part of a defunct Soviet Union. You know, there should not be a move to make this a satellite country of the Soviet Union, especially since there is no more Soviet Union. Ha ha, we won the Cold War. Anyway, as I was saying, happy Monday morning. I'm going to call it MAGA Hat Monday anyway. We're all, and to not be MAGA is to be totally insane and sick in the head and to want Donald Trump dead. Obviously, people want Donald Trump dead, and they're sickos for it. They're not doing it. They're not doing the country a service by trying to kill Donald Trump, trying to riddle Donald Trump with bullets, get Donald Trump blood and guts all over Mar-a-Lago or all over Butler, Pennsylvania. A second assassination attempt on probably the only presidential candidate that actually deserves to live. And yeah, I say that knowing who his opponent is. His opponent is a piece of trash. His opponent is a piece of trash that is better off getting smacked around in some alleyway by a pimp. That's it. And to have the gall to say Donald Trump is not presidential and that Kamala is, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Anybody that says Kamala Harris is presidential and Donald Trump is not ought to be ashamed of themselves. But there's no details. I don't even know the name of the scumbag that tried killing the president. Just that he's a scumbag because he tried to kill the president. I don't know if there were anybody injured. I know Donald Trump wasn't touched. They rushed him to safety. And they need to grill this motherfucker. They need to do the Guantanamo Bay waterboard treatment if they have to. Seriously. There's so many levels of hell where people belong if they try to harm Donald Trump, of all people. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Every time Donald Trump crushes an opponent in a debate, puts them to shame in a debate, is the clear, decisive winner of a debate, some schmuck comes along and tries to riddle him with bullets. Yeah, that's the only reason why I want another debate. I mean, I would love to see Donald Trump crush Kamala Harris in a debate again. I know And yes, if you think I'm mispronouncing the vice president's name, you're absolutely right. And I am including a certain word in her first name by pronouncing it that way. And I am referring to Kamala Harris as Kamala Harris, in case you haven't noticed. I want you to know that I'm not making a mistake doing that. I'm doing that on purpose. That's how much I despise this woman. That's how much I think this woman shouldn't even be cleaning my toilet bowl for a living, much less be the president of the United States. She is a piece of trash. Okay? She's a person that needs to be walked around in public on a leash and renamed trash. Come on, trash. Let's go for a walk, trash. Yeah, you want any chew toys, trash? She should be treated as a dog named Trash. And better yet, walk her up to Springfield, Ohio, where some random Haitian dude could eat her. There are people invading Springfield, Ohio. There are people invading Springfield, Ohio, that are making cuisines out of what we would call our pets. This is true. This is really happening. Donald Trump's not insane for saying this. And how dare you out there, when he was almost killed again, put this dog and cat stuff out there as if he's insane. He's not insane. You know what's insane? Believing that Kamala Harris is a more adequate and more qualified person to be president of the United States than Donald Trump. Somebody who was already in the number one position and fixed the country, undid what that radical extremist Barack Obama did to this country. He was supposed to undo what George W. Bush did. That's why people got lured into voting for him. That's why Republicans voted for Barack Obama, because people were tired of Clinton's shit. They voted for Bush, and instead of him undoing Clinton's shit, he added his own shit to it. 2 wars and a recession, and Barack Obama did not cure us of the 2 wars and a recession, didn't pull us out of the 2 wars, didn't end the recession, just added more to it. Added more bullshit to it that we didn't need. Created a situation where ISIS was formed under his administration. And think about it. Imagine undoing, you know what I'm saying, three 2-term presidents back to back. We had 3 2-term presidents back to back. So 24 years of bullshit. Actually, George H.W. Bush was a POS too. Reagan was the last good president we had before Trump. So think about that now. "28 years, almost 30 years of bullshit. Donald Trump undoes it all in 4 years, was on the course of doing more, making, because what good is your country? What good is having a country if you can't stick your chest out in pride of being a resident of that country and being a part of that country? How could you, you know what I'm saying? How could you be proud of your country if you're walking from one end of the block to the other and you have to tiptoe in between hypodermic needles and human turds? What a prostitute about to approach you, thinking that somehow, while walking in between hypodermic needles and turds, is somehow going to make you horny enough to pay off a prostitute and bang her. Does that would being in that scenario make you look around and say, I sure feel like a proud American? All that was coming to an end when Donald Trump was president. And guess what? The Wuhan lab virus took place, of course, took over everything. So we had this pandemic come across the globe. And Donald Trump's response was not slow. He stopped people coming from the source of the pandemic. And so Donald Trump's slow response to COVID is bullshit. He did not respond slower than anybody else would have. Because when he was stopping flights from certain countries, Nancy Pelosi was begging people to go to Chinatown. I mean, not that there was any kind of. She was turning it into a xenophobic thing, basically, by saying, "Oh, come to China." No, the problem with going to Chinatown is not that there were Chinese people there. The problem with going to Chinatown is that there was a heavy crowd there. The very thing that they said helps super spread the Wuhan lab virus that they come to call the coronavirus or COVID-19. And so the Wuhan lab virus, they were so afraid that it would spread that Nancy Pelosi's telling people to jump into crowds. And she specifically said to Chinatown, this way if you knock it, you're being xenophobic. And now they're so mad at him because of their false accusation of a late response. Their criminally false accusation of a late response. Anybody who says Donald Trump responded too late to the Wuhan lab virus is a liar. And they deserve to be laughed at and have paper cups thrown at them. Like, you what a schmuck. So, I'm making sense of what I'm saying here. Every time Donald Trump crushes an opponent in a debate, some schmuck comes out of nowhere and tries to riddle him with bullets. They can't defeat Donald Trump on the debate stage. They're not going to beat him in this election, so they're trying to kill him. And it's that plain and simple. They're trying to kill Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a great man. He dismantled the extreme radical Obama caliphate, which we also know as ISIS. He shut down Hillary, prevented that evil spirit cooking witch from becoming president. So they couldn't get evil Hillary to become president. So what do? They fucking they get behind a guy that can't even talk or think straight anymore and put a whole team behind this freaking puppet. Prop this puppet up. Well, how are we gonna get this past the American people? Yeah, the American people voted against this puppet, this empty suit, and fucking all of a sudden, in key swing states, mail-in voting comes in. Ballots for people who were dead, some of whom were longtime Republican voters, but suddenly, well, I'm dead now. I died 5 years ago. I'm blaming Donald Trump for it, so I'm voting Democrat this year, 5 years after my death. Does it make sense? How do dead people vote? You know, there was a Steve Martin movie, right? Just to indicate that it was a comedy. They call it Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. You know, it's about a detective trying to solve a murder case or something. You know, not only do dead men not wear plaid, but they don't vote either. As a matter of fact, you could sooner get a dead man to wear plaid than to vote. And they certainly wouldn't vote for Joe Biden, that's for sure. Yeah, see, you would have to be dead to vote for Joe Biden. Because like fucking dead people are the only people that can relate to Joe Biden. He's got one foot in the grave. But all seriously, that's what they did. They used fraudulent mail-in ballots. They cheated. And then they have the gall. They have the gall to say that a few unarmed people that stood up and protested at the Capitol was an insurrection. Who the fuck starts an insurrection unarmed at the capital of any country? Yeah. Let's go there with picket signs to take over the country. Not one person even brings a pistol. Hell, to get the Magna Carta going, somebody at least had to bring a knife. It wasn't even that. All they had was some Democrat shill posing as a Trump supporter making a pipe bomb. And seriously, what were the deaths at the Capitol? What were the deaths at the Capitol? A cop we're not, a Capitol police officer we're not sure even exists. And Ashley Babbitt, who was unarmed and shot by a corrupt cop hiding behind a bench, abusing his power. I'll tell you what, the cop that shot Ashley Babbitt abused his power more than Derek Chauvin did with George Floyd. And there are actually people who have the gall to call George Floyd a martyr and Ashley Babbitt a traitor. Get your shit together. Someone almost tried to kill Donald Trump, and this is the second time during his campaign that somebody tried to kill him. This country belongs to the people, and they know killing Donald Trump will take it away from the people. You're a brainwashed slave if you're against Donald Trump. And you're a fighter on behalf of freedom if you're for Donald Trump. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like the motherfuckers out there trying to kill Donald Trump. Follow and share this very sensical, meaningful content. Stay strong and keep kicking that slang. It's your boy, the hip-hop legend, the recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. Be good.